Here's what I wanted.
Here's what you wanted?
The basic triangle.
Basic triangle.
We're basically triangling.
Step by step. All right.
Steppy.
So when you're a fat, out of shape kid like I am, you had to learn to do triangles by the technique, by the numbers.
Fat kid way.
Yeah, I'm not flexible, I'm not very long. My legs are way too big to try anything else. So straight up Gracie triangle just never worked for me, unfortunately. I like it, it's great, but I just was never able to do it. So instead, we're gonna do just the push-pull triangle. Grabbing the wrists. But working the gi is an option, all right? But if in no gi or even with the gi, sometimes things move. I wanna actually get control of this wrist. So I'm gonna push-pull, that's step one. Step two is I step on the opposite hip. Whatever wrist I'm pulling on, there's a string attached to my ankle. Whoop! And I'm stepping up. I shoot my hips up to the sky, up over his head. Now I'm going to pass the arm across my chest and collapse the other leg behind his head. And go get my ankle. So I got my foot on my knee, my other foot on his hip. I got a nice little triangle here to hold on to him with. He can freak out, do whatever he wants. He's carrying all my body weight, and all I got to do is hold on. Now what I'm looking for is this leg. All right, with my free hand, the one that was holding his arm. You shoot under his leg. As I step on the hip to get my ankle, I want to be looking in his ear hole. As soon as I feel my leg across his back, kind of like a squat bar, just his head and his shoulder in there, I'm going to extend, get my foot in my knee pit, and bite down, toes up. Tighten it up. All right, real simple, by the numbers. One more time. Sorry, John. He's been through this about 12 times tonight.
We're looking straight on now.
All right, push, pull, step one. Step and shoot, step two. Pass the arm, grab the shin, step three. Get my angle under the leg, step four. Lock it up in the knee pit on my shin, toes up, step five.
Beautiful. And if you could, give us a couple key points to make sure that your opponent doesn't fall over.
Key points to make sure my opponent doesn't fall over. When I get to my triangle here, when I get to my position, I don't want to be stepping on the ground. Even if I'm getting my angle and I step on the ground, their hips tend to fall over here, which isn't such a bad thing. I can get my arm bar, or I can start working the triangle from here. I mean, it still sucks, but ideally I want to keep myself up. So to do that, that's why I'm stepping on the hip. Once I'm on the hip and I get my angle, I'm all nice and far to the side. My foot might come away from the hip, but it's okay, my butt's out. As long as I'm here, or my butt's still underneath them, and I start shrimping, my hips tend to fall over. And then I'm gonna lose it. He's just gonna pop his head out and squish my leg. All right, so I wanna make sure my foot's on his hip. When I lock up the triangle, I never wanna be on my foot. And I don't wanna grab my foot to try to lock it in. These little bones and tendons pop a lot. And when you damage them enough, like I have, it makes you even less flexible. So instead, I wanna grab my baseball bat, pull that up nice and tight, and I wanna lock above my feet. Cock toes are for jiu-jitsu, pointed toes are for ballet. All right, when my toes are straight, my leg can slide off. When my toes are up, it's not going anywhere. When I flex these toes, flexes all the muscles of the back of the leg. Boom, and stick. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the move of the day. Peace out.
Be rolling.